So often, the real difference between professional results and just mediocre results is caused by not knowing how to use your tools to their full potential. I want to show you the tips, tricks, and the secrets used by myself and by professionals in the construction industry so that you can start getting professional results immediately. Some of these you've probably never heard before. So let's get going. The first thing I recommend doing is getting a quality tape measure. It'll pay off to get a good quality tape measure, and I'm going to show you some of the tips and the reasons, the tricks for buying a good quality tape measure. First of all, when you get your tape measure, if you're working in a field or a trade where there's a lot of different guys there, a lot of guys will have the same type of tape measure, so it pays off to pull your tape measure out all the way at the end. This is a 25 footer, and when you get toward the end, take your Sharpie and put your name on it. That way, in case somebody grabs your tape measure by accident, that way there's no mix-up. You can always just say, hey, I think you grabbed the wrong tape measure. Let's just pull out the tape and see if that's mine. Here's the next tip. You don't have your calculator with you? Use your tape measure. Let me show you how to do it. You pull out your tape measure, and suppose you've got 84 inches and you want to subtract 12 inches off that, or let's just say 13.5 inches to make it a little more difficult. Put the tip of your tape measure on the 84, go back 13.5 inches, and you can see right here it's 70.5. Real simple. If you need to add something, you can also take your tape measure, and let's try another example. Suppose you've got 54 inches, curl your tape measure, and you need to add another 12.5 inches. So 54, put your 12.5 right next to it, and look down here at the tip of it, and there's your answer, 66.5. Real simple. If you're measuring between two walls, taking your tape and trying to bend it like this, you don't want to go too far. You're going to kink it, or it's going to bow in the middle. It's hard to tell whether it's 53 and 15, 16, 53 and 7/8. Some people will say just take your tape measure, butt it up against there, and find your measurement here. Look on the side of your tape and it'll tell you how far to add. This one hidden underneath here says plus 3 1/8 inches. Well, the problem is that sometimes these tapes get so worn out, you'll wear off 1/8 of an inch just through 6 months or whatever if you're using a lot like I do. So a better way than doing that is take your tape measure, come out here, butt it up against there, mark off 10 inches. It's a nice even number. Put your line, come on the other side, butt it up, hold it up against here, and you can see it's 44. So 44 plus 10, 54 inches. So you cut your trim at 54 inches, it'll fit exactly perfect every time. Another tip a lot of people don't know is that suppose you put your mark here, you've marked on here where you want to do your line, and then all of a sudden you find out, or you forgot and you remember, oh, this is a good piece of wood, I got to get that mark off there, so I'll just erase it. Well, there's no more pencil eraser, that's gone. If you have a tape measure like this with the rubber part, this works just like an eraser. In an emergency, it works perfect. There's your eraser. Another tip is if you need to come over here, let's say 5 inches, since there's nothing to hook on to, you can't hook on like on the end of your board here, and you don't know if it's exactly right. Oftentimes people do what's called burn an inch. So instead of starting here, you'll come at your 1 inch mark and come right at the center of the hole, and then you're going to add 5 inches to that. So remember, when you took an inch off, you have to add an inch onto your mark. So from the 1 to the 6, it's exactly 5 inches, and it'll be perfect every time. Okay, if you have to take a board and you need to find, let's say you have to cut it in half, instead of putting it here and trying to figure out the math, a lot of times you can just take your tape, hold your tape here, go to some even number, like say the 10, hold it there, so half of 10 is 5. Make sure you're exactly on the 10 and it's hooked on the side there. Put a mark right here at 5. And you can check it, and you've got 3 3/16. Let's pull from the other side. 3 3/16, exactly in the center. You can also do the same if you want to divide it in 3 ways. Hold it tight. Let's say let's go to the 9. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So you'd go 9, you'd go 6. And then 3. Put your mark. So from right here you've got 2 1/8. From this side you've got 2 1/8. And between the two it's going to be 2 1/8 also. So then when you cut it, you're going to rip it down, let's say in your table saw. Just remember the kerf of your blade is going to take up some of that space. So take that into consideration when you go ahead and you measure off. Another trick to using your tape measure, if you need to find the center of something real quick, suppose you're putting up a picture or something on a wall. It doesn't have to be exactly the center, but you want it pretty close, within 1/8 of an inch. Let's take example this cabinet door here. What you can do, measure down is 28.5. Real quick way to do it is take your tape measure, bend it in half, put the tip of it down to 28.5, and you can look up here and 14.25. So another way to be more exact, if you want to find, let's say, the center of this table behind us, and it might even be a long wall or whatever. So you go ahead and you can get an approximate, but you need to get the exact center. So let's say approximate 57. So let's just round it up to 60. So we know half of that's 30. So go ahead and take your tape, pull up here, put a mark at 30, pull it from the other side, put another mark at 30, and you just measure between those two. That's the exact center. Pull it and check it. 28 5/8. 28 5/8 exactly. If you're doing a lot of measuring where you have to find the center to a lot of things, they also have this tape measure here. It's called the Lufkin self-centering tape measure, and that will be, I'll give you the link to Amazon for that. So, like if you're measuring this door here, on the one side it'll show you what the size is. Say it's 28 inches. The other side is going to show you 14. On one side it'll show the measurement, the other side will show a half of it. So if you see here the 20, the other side will show 10, and so forth. It's pretty nice if you just need to do a lot of measuring. You need a halfway point on them. Okay, another trick is if you have to go between 2 points and you need a straight edge to draw with, you can use your tape measure. If you had to go between, let's say here and here, you hook your tape measure onto there, hold it tight right here, and when you do it, you don't want to press real hard against it, but you can make yourself a perfect line, especially if you're just framing. Go ahead and cut it, and there's your line. So you can use your tape measure to make a circle. If you need to make a circle around here, go ahead and you put a nail inside there. You want to take your tape measure, pull it out to the desired radius that you're wanting, lock it down, and I'll use this Sharpie. You want to kind of keep it tight against there, pull on it, and just go around slowly. just like that. If you're finding value in these videos, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd appreciate you subscribing and hit that bell icon too, because that way every time I upload a new video on some home improvement or some product reviews, things that'll really help you guys out, you'll get a notification saying that I went ahead and uploaded a new one. And also give me a thumbs up. Also, you can use your tape measure to scribe. If you have to put a parallel line across here, drywallers do this all the time. I do it with plywood. If you want a 5-inch line here, hold on 5-inch, keep this tight, keep it tight up against there and clamp it between your fingers and hold it and just pull like that. You can also, if you don't have a pen, use the edge of your tape measure to go ahead and scribe. If you need a line out here that's say 10 inches, hold on to 10, pull it down tight, and you can see your 10-inch mark right there. Here's another trick. If you guys have to reach up real high on a wall to measure something and you can't get up there because you try to go like this, your tape keeps falling down, or even if you try to measure up here and it keeps going up. If you're measuring up a wall, the secret to measuring high areas is, number one, use a wide tape like this Stanley FatMax I use. Take the tape, hold it together, and if you keep them tight together like this, I'll show you here, if you keep them tight together, you can take it, put your one on the ground, the one end on the ground, and just start pushing it up together like this. And if you keep them together, let me show you from over here. So if you keep them together, you can let the bottom part touch the ground, hold them, and keep working it up until you get to the very top, 128 inches. Now another trick I use, if you have to measure something on a ceiling, like say you're going to go up here and you're going to measure between these two, the speaker and this light, and you don't have your ladder with you, or suppose you have to measure a soffit or something. Let me show you a trick to do to where you can reach up high areas and do that. But you take your tape measure, and when you hold together, you want to make it to where it kind of goes wide apart like this. And you're going to hold it up there, let it go all the way to the top, and I like to put it on an even number. Like right now it's on the 60, so I hold it on the number 60 because that's easy, and then just roll the other one out, and you can see it's 60 to 76, so you've got 16-inch between there. So like if you need to put another one on the ceiling, or you want to put something else 16 inches apart, you can do the same thing. You hold on to 50, add 16, so you get 66, and you can put your mark. But it's really good for measuring like soffits. Like if you got a soffit or something here and you need to measure so far off of it, you can see exactly how wide it is. Okay, another tip is, on the end of your tape measure, you've got a slot marked inside of here, or cut inside of here. That slot is there for a purpose. That's to hook it onto things like, say, this nail. So if you want to measure this 2x4, if it's a long run and you don't have anybody to hold it, you can hook that right on top of here. See, it goes right inside that slot. And then you can go ahead and walk down and pull out your tape measure when you're measuring something. Now, one thing that's real important you need to remember is that when you have it hooked on here and you're trying to do an accurate measurement, make sure that you don't have, you see this space in here? From here over to here, that could throw you off 1/4 of an inch easy. You want to make sure that your nail is all the way to the edge, so that when you put it on there, it's flush with the edge and you're not going to be thrown off with the wrong measurement. Now if you're doing a job, I would recommend using the same tape measure throughout the whole job. Now I've got several different size tape measures that I use for different things. I normally use these Stanley FatMaxes when I'm doing framing, things like that, or even some trim where I have some long runs. If you're finding value in these videos, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd appreciate you subscribing and hit that bell icon too, because that way every time I upload a new video on some home improvement or some product reviews, things that will really help you guys out, you'll get a notification saying that I went ahead and uploaded a new one. I appreciate it. It helps out also. And if you want to help out the channel, in the link below, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link that you can press that. And that really helps out the channel also to help support so I can make more and more videos. And any products that I use or products that I think would be helpful to you guys, I put a link in the description below. And that way you guys can press on them. It goes to Amazon. And I am an Amazon affiliate, so that also helps out the channel too, and I appreciate that. And also, leave a comment. If you've got other tips, other things you use a tape measure for, or you'd like to comment, or if you have any questions about anything, go ahead and leave me a comment and or a question. I'll get back with you. I appreciate you guys. You take care, and God bless.